Roll call, Mr. John.
Yes. Mr. Vishal Patel.
Here.
Ms. Pang.
Here.
Mr. Shi.
Here.
Ms. White.
Here.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Here.
Mr. Lugo. Mr. Ronak Patel.
Here.
Mr. Erico.
Here.
Mr. Azzarello.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Opening statement.
Yes. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, C-231 Sunshine Law, the Edison Township Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Board of Education administrative offices and posted on the district website.
In accordance with NJSA Section 10:4-12, the Edison Township Board of Education adjourns to the confidential session for the purpose of discussing the following: confidential personal and board matters, student matters, pending litigation, legal matters, contracts, property acquisitions, HIB report. Do I have a motion to,
Motion to go into closed session?
Second. Roll call? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Cool. We'll come back around 6:30 and meeting will resume around 7 p.m. Thank you. Everyone, please be seated. Please be seated. Okay, thank you. Can I have a motion to reconvene the session?
Motion? Second.
All ayes?
Aye.
Thank you. Roll call, Mr. Toth. All in favor? Okay, thank you. Superintendent's report?
Thank you so much, Board President Patel, members of the Board of Education. Thank you so much. It's one of the greatest Board of Education meetings of the year. Anytime we have the opportunity to recognize the fantastic accomplishments of our students in relationship to all the great things that have gone on here in Edison Township Public Schools. I would be remiss if I did not thank all of the parents, all of the teachers, as well as the administrators who have made these events and these accolades possible. I thank you so much. If you are a teacher, a parent, or an administrator, please stand up right now. Boys and girls, why don't we give them a round of applause? I mean, they've done an absolutely fantastic job. There we go. Fantastic, fantastic. Another round of applause for the individuals that I sit alongside currently right now, our members of the Board of Education who support all of the endeavors here in Edison Township. Now listen, I have a presentation. I expect the same level of applause periodically through certain points of it, right? Is that okay? That's fair enough, don't you think?
It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. So with the board president's permission, this evening, January always marks the, maybe the State of the Schools executive summary, a year in review. In my third year as superintendent of schools here in Edison Township, it seems like a whirlwind. We've accomplished so many great things with an unbelievable support system that I have currently in place. So this is going to be basically a mid-year review of all of the great things that are currently going on, the goals that we've set, how we've measured them, and a look at things to come. And the students here are going to be the beneficiaries of a lot of the great things that you're going to be seeing moving forward. So the reason why we do this is because we want to celebrate, look back on our successes that we've had, how I measured them in relationship to the goals that we've set, as well as looking at the road ahead. And this is, one of the greatest comments that we can actually talk about. We have great schools now, but we're going to have greater schools tomorrow. We focus on top-tier education. We have an unbelievably diverse community that has access to programs, to extracurriculars, to everything that our teachers and our Board of Education, our administration supports. And we continually try to iterate and innovate to make sure that we are on the cutting edge of effective, highly effective teaching practices. But we do this with the end in mind, and it's actually going to be my pleasure this evening at the very end to talk a little bit about the portrait of a graduate, right? And that is the expectation of what we hope that each student who exits the stage at their high school graduation leaves with. And it's those soft skills It's the understanding to be emotionally intelligent, to be adaptive and resilient, to possess the necessary skills to be resourceful and vibrant members of a global society. That is the goal for all of the educators, for your parents, for the administration, for everybody that sits on this stage. That is what we hope. And we actually have a really great closing speech in relationship to this. So we're going to do some district vital signs currently right now, just kind of the pulse of where everything's currently going. We're always looking ahead here in Edison Township, so in order to measure the pulse, we focus on a couple things. We focus on student achievement, we focus on enrollment, wellness, and obviously fiscal responsibility. We want to make sure that the tax dollars from the residents here in Edison Township are maximized to its fullest potential. And if we measure these stats, we're able to see stable growth in a population across the district currently right now, with some dips in certain areas. We see access to higher level courses and students engaging in those higher level courses as well. And also the opportunity for growth through the portrait of a graduate to measure those particular soft skills. We also have our preschool expansion, which we are extremely proud of and which the Board of Education supported. This also contributes to the enrollment. We added 17 new classrooms this year, 213 students. We were fortunate enough to be on the plus side of a $1.5 million grant that affords the opportunity for our youngest members of this organization, our 3- and 4-year-olds, to engage in the fabulous education that we have here in Edison Township. Another measure, which is always a popular one, it's transportation. It's on the hot list in the beginning of September each and every single year. We are pleased to report to the members of the community that we transported this year 9,852 students, and of those, 3,368 students are for subscription busing. We have a robust driver program as well, too. We have 52 drivers. We are constantly looking to expand our fleet. This Board of Education granted us 3 new school buses, which will be operational shortly. And we are continuing to look for ways to not only maximize transportation, but also to reduce costs at that time. The more routes that we take in-house, the more savings that it is to the taxpayer here in Edison. I am pleased to announce, and I think that this group currently right now is representative of this, that we have unbelievable access to co-curriculars, sports, and clubs. Just take a look at the number of opportunities that we have at our elementary level. Over 250 opportunities for students to participate outside of the classroom. This is not during this is outside of the classroom, opportunities for our students to participate in elementary. And if you combine middle and high school, 157 and 178, the student population that is associated with that is over 1/2 of our entire population. So you're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of 8,000 students that are actively participating in after-school activities in one way, shape, or form. That is something that everybody in the room should be proud of, and this board has supported it not only through contractual terms, but when students have a great idea for a club or teachers or administrators, the board has always been supportive of funding those initiatives. So how about a round of applause for everybody in this room, because you are the direct recipients of the hard work from your co-advisors and the clubs. I thank you so much. But that doesn't mean we stop there. We're always trying to improve. We are constantly looking to iterate. We are constantly looking to improve systems to provide a better experience each and every day for our students. And the way that we do this is by measuring our plan. We have a strategic plan, which I promise I won't lay it on you this evening, but it is a measure of what we value here in Edison Township. We value fiscal responsibility. We value infrastructure. We value the opportunities for students to come to school in a modernized space. Take a look at this space that you are currently in. This is one of the nicest auditoriums that I have ever seen in a public school. And we are continued and committed to providing access to all of our students in this capacity. We are putting together a robust wellness program. Our programs and pathways and opportunities for kids to expand in our schools are constantly at the forefront. We have done an excellent job in improving communication and engagement all for the end result of ensuring that our students leave with the exact portrait of what we determine a graduate should be. So, the Board of Education also sets some pretty lofty goals for themselves. We do this at our Board of Education retreat that happens over the summer. The board gets together, they prioritize what they value. They usually come up anywhere between 3 and 4 goals, and that's how Mr. Toth and myself ensure that we not only fund the necessary endeavors in relationship to those goals, but we also measure progress towards those. So we're going to highlight a couple of those this evening right now. So the first goal was to strengthen and support programs, pathways, and our portrait of a graduate to ensure that our students are instructionally ready to graduate in what we expect them to leave with, those necessary skills. I'm pleased to announce that we have expanded our CTE pathways. Moving forward for next year, we're providing real college and career technical education skills for students in relationship to technical education. We are expanding our academy program, so for students that have an interest in a particular area, and I'll talk about those in a little bit, they can now follow a pathway, an area of interest, along their course throughout high school. And this just doesn't go for a select group of students. This is every student. Every student can walk across the stage during graduation time with a credential that shows, I've completed a course of work, I've completed a course of work in an area of interest, and I've developed mastery of that. That is a success that we can all share in this room. We also have our Portrait of a Graduate integration, in which we've ensured that our curriculum is aligned to every single skill, those resilient skills that we've just measured before. Our elementary curriculum does not get excluded from this. They are constantly looking for ways to iterate, to engage in curious activities, to foster lifelong learning. They do this through a current program now that's entitled Wonder Wednesdays. Am I right, my elementary crew in the back right over there? Right? It's based on exploratory education and integration, where students begin to engage in the scientific process of asking questions. How are we going to solve those questions? How well do I work on a team with my other classmates at that time frame? How well do I present? Right? How self-reflective am I? And we're doing this in our elementary, between our K-5 schools. And there's also a robust understanding and opportunity for us to engage in AI, not only from a student standpoint, but from a teacher standpoint as well, too. We are constantly looking for, one of the things, especially if you're on social media currently right now, or reading any type of journal, right? What do they tell you? AI is not only the way of the future, but you should study that as much as you possibly can in relationship to the future jobs and the future careers. And that can't start once you leave the halls of Edison Township Public Schools. It has to start here. And I can't tell you how happy I am with the way our teachers, with the way our administrators, and the way our students have embraced this process. And it's going to be a learning curve, right? Especially for guys like me that are just learning how to utilize AI. And it's not just to create, like a shopping list for your wife during the holiday season. I just hope she's not watching it currently right now, but that was funny. You guys will laugh a little bit later on at that one. We've got a couple academy programs that we've rolled out too. Our current biomedical academy is up and running over here at J.P. Stevens. Hands-on lab experiences, medical research projects, clinical partnerships, you name it, we have it, which complements the existing STEM academy that we are running over at Edison High School as well. We have 2 sections of that class going on that focus on engineering, design, advanced robotics. If you've ever seen any of the products that have come out of those classrooms, you'd be extremely amazed. And I am pleased to announce 2 more academies for next year. We have our computer science program and our business academy. Computer science will focus on 2 pathways, and that will be cybersecurity as well as programming. We put a lot of effort into this, and especially with board support, we are pleased to be offering these moving forward for next year in both of our schools. What I thought was amazing, which was a great stat to share, and we can kind of roll through these, but the number of students in 8th grade that actually applied for these academies was, I think, 624, when the entire 8th grade's population is 1,399 students. So about 45% of our students said, you know what? I want to follow a path either in biomedical, engineering, cybersecurity, or business. That's unbelievable to know those pathways at that age. And we can't wait to expand those programs to pre-law, engineering, ed tech, even automotive pieces. Any of those pathways that we can cultivate for students within their particular areas of interest. We're so happy to perform and provide this pathway for them. And this is just a couple, by school and how they measured over a course of those pieces. And another way that we measure success in relationship to the academy component too. It was a big survey that we had handed out, and we're extremely proud of it. And you'll have access to this information on the district website as well too. But innovation never stops in Edison, especially from the namesake of this town. We are constantly looking for ways to improve, to provide opportunities for our students, to provide a great environment for our staff where they are free to take risks, to be innovative, to try things, to fail forward, and to never stop improving their practice. We're pleased to announce, and this is kind of what we talked about, we actually have artificial intelligence power teams in each and every single one of our schools. These are teams of teachers who exclusively focus on AI, right? And how we can support artificial intelligence through the art of teaching and learning, not only from the practice standpoint, from an assessment standpoint, as well as getting it in the hands of our students as well, providing resources for parents as well, so that they have the opportunities to have that homeschool connection, to see what we're working on in school, and how we can maybe foster that in the home as well. Our current Empower Edison projects, which is something that we really pride ourselves on. About 2 years ago, our administrative team had the opportunity to work with Apple. And Apple has a design process there in which their slogan is, "The best idea wins," right? So we have a group of administrators here that will get together on their own and think about problems that affect the organization, right? Or ways to improve access for students. They have a quick 6-week time frame to turn around these activities, to develop a design sprint, and then to pitch it to central office staff, and then in turn get Board of Education approval to fund these initiatives. I'm pleased to announce that we've had not only multiple successes, but we have current ongoing ones right here. We have Student College that's currently going on in our elementary schools. We have Speak Up to Build Up, which talks about tolerance in our high schools. Our student recognition program is another iteration of these pieces to make sure that we have a focused time frame to not only celebrate high school students, but elementary and middle also, to provide specific opportunities to recognize students, because that's what this is. It is student recognition. It is the opportunity for you to be recognized in front of your peers, in front of your parents, and in front of your teachers as well, too. We are so pleased about how we've increased engagement in the community. And we actually just had a committee meeting, which we'll talk a little bit about how we're going to continue to expand on those opportunities. But we've launched an aggressive communication platform, not only an entire website redesign, but we've launched a social media presence. If you are not following it, please do. We have 281,000 Instagram content views currently right now. We've got a robust Facebook platform as well. Our website constantly is getting hits. We have a chat bot that has answered 20,000 questions, right? So that helps us get better, because if individuals or parents or students are constantly asking the same questions, we know the messaging needs to be changed in order to provide them with access to the correct information. We also have SAGES, which I think we have a couple representatives. Who's in the SAGES group right here? It's the superintendents. Yeah, that was fun, right? Right? Yeah. You can give a round of applause to that. Good. There we go. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, right? You have the opportunity to meet with the superintendent, to tell me what you like about school, areas for improvement at that time, and be the representatives of the school. One of the things that you do miss being a superintendent is being involved in the day-to-day with schools. It's such a great opportunity to meet with kids and have them share their experiences in relationship to the total school experience. We also have one that's called Pulse, which is the opportunity where parents get together and do the exact same thing. That's with myself and members of the Board of Education. A couple other highlights. We have a nationally nationally recognized newsletter, The Insider. If you haven't had the opportunity to look at that, it's all of the school happenings. Our schools also have unbelievable newsletters as well, too, with rich and robust content. Just an excellent opportunity to get an insight into what's happening in the public schools in Edison Township. If you're bored on a Friday night and want to find out what's going on and listen to my voice for about 15 to 17 minutes, we have a podcast as well that's currently going on. We've interviewed Board of Education members, administrators. We've interviewed teachers, Teacher of the Year. I'm going to have a great podcast with some of our Portrait of the Graduate winner, which we'll talk a little bit about later on. But just another avenue where we can kind of increase engagement in relationship to that. We have an excellent wellness campaign. We have in-house wellness coordinators. Our platform is to ensure that our students are not only physically fit, but they're also of sound mind, right? So we are incorporating mindfulness activities into daily routine through responsive classroom, through breathing techniques, just to regulate those pieces, things that, that actually need to be explicitly taught in order for them to be performed and perfected. We constantly expand upon our counseling programs, both inside and out, to deal with our students' particular needs, especially in relationship to emotional regulation. If you haven't had the opportunity yet, we have a fitness court at both high schools. If you have not seen them or been on them, I know they're covered in snow currently right now, but once the snow melts in July, right, which seems like it's going to take a little bit of time, it's open to the entire community. That was funny, too. You're laughing at that. That was a good one. The community has access to utilize these. They are open all day. They are the only two fitness courts in a public school of its type, where they are station-based. There's also a large space on the other side for group work. Extremely proud of the individuals that made that come to fruition. And last but not least, our finance and facilities. We have inundated the public with not only pictures of the upgrades that we've gone on, but there are so many to name that we're actually going to be putting them out in short little videos to the entire community. But just to name a few, you're actually sitting in one right now, the modernization and the expansion of this. We put a 30 classroom addition on this building as well to accommodate the overcrowding needs. We've had projects go on from the beginning of my tenure over at Lincoln Elementary School. We currently have John Marshall underway, as well as JMI. Just to name a few, we have beautiful upgrades that have gone on over at Edison High School. Perfect. And that kind of goes to the road ahead. And this is where we're looking to make a huge impact from a facility structure. Edison High School is getting a facelift with the orchestra room, well overdue. We're going to be expanding that space to accommodate the robust program that we have over there. We're redoing the softball field at Edison High School as well, too. I did hear it's going to be green with a nice giant E on that. Is that correct, Mr. Ross? Yeah, there we go. We got the thumbs up. Perfect. John Marshall Elementary School has a major expansion going on. James Madison Intermediate School as well. And on this agenda this evening, with Board of Education approval, we are beginning the onslaught of air conditioning upgrades, starting with our elementary schools, James Madison Primary, Washington Elementary, as well as JMI. Yeah. Right? Coming to a neighborhood near you, air conditioning, climate control, all of the amenities that we enjoy in our house, we will make sure that they happen in our schools as well. And in closing, as we kind of wrap these up, we have expanded high school program offerings, expanded academy and pathway offerings as well, just like we talked about in relationship to all the different things that we want to make sure that we're providing from K to 12. So a little progress each day adds up to big results. That is the mantra that myself and my team live by. We are constantly measuring the things that we value here in Edison Township, because that is the only way to move forward. And when we think of the end result in mind, what we think about is our Portrait of the Graduate. And our Portrait of the Graduate is representative. If you kind of close your eyes, right? And if you're not at that point, you can actually probably picture your child walking across the stage at graduation, right? You picture your child walking across the stage at graduation and all the joy that comes with that. and all the hope that comes with that as well, that they have the skills necessary to succeed after high school, right? Whether that's a post-secondary degree, whether that's the workforce, whether that's a trade, you're hoping at that moment in time that they can walk across the stage and be ready for the world ahead. And in order to do that, we wanted to have a visual representation of what we deem as Portrait of a Graduate. And this evening, we have Miss Selena Luong, did I say it right? Perfect. Miss Selena Luong, who is an exceptional student at Edison High School that embodies the very essence of what we identify as a Portrait of a Graduate and is marked by artistic talent, as you can see the visual representation here. This evening, without any further ado, I would like to introduce Miss Selena Luong, who is going to talk a little bit about the Portrait of the Graduate, her development of the logo, which will be embedded on our district website and fully adopted, and for the unveiling of this tonight. How about a round of applause for Selena?
Good evening, everyone, and it's nice to see you guys on this side of the Board of Education meeting. In the spring of 2025, Mr. White and the Board of Education approached the art department at Edison High School with a special request to create a visual representation of what a graduate from Edison looks like. They shared a slideshow of adjectives and characteristics that describe the qualities of seniors that leave in Edison High School. Using that as my foundation, I designed this piece, which I titled Portrait of a Graduate. After hours and hours of sketching, revising, and drawing, this final work you see today, I did not create alone. I'm incredibly grateful for the guidance I had from Ms. Cavor and every step-by-step, and as well as my very talented peer, Alicia Louise Rodriguez, who is a senior at Edison High School, who helped me plan and refine the design. I'm also very thankful for the opportunity to create the poster for the Board of Education and for the Apple iPad you guys gave it to us in my sophomore year. Now I'd like to walk you through the piece itself. I began with elementary school, shown in the bottom left side of the poster. The child is kneeling as they build the feet of the graduate sculpture. This pose symbolizes that in elementary school, we're just learning how to take our first steps in education. We are not standing on our own yet, but we're building the foundation. I chose building blocks for this stage because elementary school gives us the basic building blocks of our education and who we become as students. Around the child, you see the words effective communicator and problem solver lightly surrounding them. Those are the skills and qualities our teachers begin to shape us from the very start of our education. On the right side of the poster, you'll see a middle school student. These are the years when we learn to begin to be more engaged in our community. We develop resilience and adaptability. For this part of the sculpture, I chose paper mache. Paper mache is flexible and moldable, just like how we are in middle school, when our educators help us shape into the young leaders and learners we are being before high school. The middle schooler stands on a stool. That detail represents how, at that age, we can stand, but we need a little extra help, a boost, to reach where we are going. On the left side of the poster is a high school student. Around the sculpture, you'll see the adjectives emotionally intelligent, critical thinker, and resourceful lifelong learner. These words capture what our final years in school are meant to cultivate before we step into the real world. She stands tall, proud, holding a paintbrush. The paintbrush symbolizes refinement, the idea that high school builds on our earlier experiences and also sharpens and defines who we are before graduation. At the top stands a graduate, confident, upright, complete. The figure represents the culmination of years of growth, support, and learning in Edison High School. Edison Township Schools, sorry. As a student who has grown up in the Edison education system, this piece reflects my own journey and what I believe it means to be an Edison graduate. To me, it shows how intentional, supportive, and exceptional Edison Township is truly. I am proud to be a student at Edison and soon a graduate of this community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic, Selena. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude my portion of this evening's presentation. Hopefully that was informative enough or good enough to criticize in the parking lot on the way home. The adults in the room. I'm here all night too, folks. But I do thank you very much. actually, what I do want to do before I close, I want to thank the Board of Education, first of all, for supporting me in all of the endeavors that we've moved forward. We've developed a collective partnership in the goals, and I do thank you for that. And I know my central office team thanks you to that. To the administrators that are in the room this evening, as well as the ones that are at home watching on TV, thank you so much for your support. It is an absolute pleasure to work alongside of you each and every single day. And the teachers that are here, as well as the club advisors, the coaches, you are where the rubber meets the road. Nothing gets done without you. And last but not least, parents, guardians, thank you so much. Your support here means the world. We are continually looking to iterate and make experiences better for your kids each and every single day. We are open for suggestions and comments as well, too, to ensure that we're providing the very best experience for your child. Mr. Board President, that concludes my report.
Thank you.
Board President, can I say a few words?
Yep, can go for
I know Dr. Aldarelli spoke very highly of his staff, the parents, the students, but I think the one person he did miss is himself. He is a great leader. Him and his team do a tremendous job, 24/7. A lot of the board members will be getting phone calls on Saturdays and Sundays and during dinner time, but he never stops. He works 24/7. And I think we owe him and his team a big round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Errico. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Errico.
Thank you.
So, good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing today? Good. Woo, I like that noise. So today is my first board meeting as a president, and I could not have asked for the better one, right? Tonight is all about students. Congratulations to all the students for being recognized, and thank you to all the parents and educators for continually supporting them. Thank you. So as a board, we continue to measure every decision by asking one question, right? Is this decision helping our students grow, learn, and strive? And on that note, I want to talk about 3 initiatives that will complement everything that Dr. O'Reilly talked about. Number one thing is real-world experiences. We are expanding opportunities to give real-world experiences to our students beyond our classroom by building partnership. We have a goal to offer 30 high school internship this summer and stretch goal to offer 50 internship. And this initiative will be led by Ms. Pang under the curriculum committee. Number 2 is about expanding our preventive mental health resources. What I mean by that, right? So starting February, we are offering breathing and resilience program to 3 of our elementary school. And our goal is to expand this program to all elementary school by end of this year and to all the middle school and high school by September 2026. And this initiative will be led by Mr. Ronak Patel under Special Education Committee. And he'll continue to provide more information about this program every month. And number 3, last but not least, to improve the community engagement, right? We are starting 2 new programs. One is open office hours, which will give resident access to the board members once a month. And second one is student engagement, where we will select 4 high school students from each high school to provide direct feedback to the board members. Mr. Jerry Shee will give us more information as a chair of Community Relationship Committee, and continue to provide more information going forward. But once again, congratulations to all the students. We are proud of you, and we are committed to making your experience better and better every day. Thank you. Quick board member comments, if anybody wants to say something. Yes, Jenny, please.
Okay, I'm going to be very quick because you all are being very patient. Okay, but we're here tonight to celebrate you and all of your amazing accomplishments. I just want to say thank you to all of you students, your teachers, your coaches, administrators, and your parents for a job well done. I know all this recognition is well deserved. Thank you.
Thank you.
For President? So this is one of the few times a year that I feel most rewarding as a board member, on top of our paycheck with a big fat zero on it. So I want to thank everybody, every student's being recognized today for making my day today. And you work really hard to get here. Your talents, your passion, your persistence in working hard is really amazing. We are very, very proud of you, truly. And let's not forget about the coaches and your parents who discovered those talents and developed those talents and inspire the passions and pave the way and drive you to the finish line, literally. So I think they deserve a round of applause too tonight. Lastly, as Michelle mentioned, as the curriculum chair, I wanted to mention that since last year, we brought 2 academies, Biomed Academy and Computer Science Academy, to the school, and we are going to, as promised, bring the Business Academy this year. And also last year, we had 40-plus internship for our high school students, paid and unpaid, and we're going to continue expanding that this year, so stay tuned. And on top of that, as a board, I want you to know that the board is always here to support you. We are going to have open office hour for parents to share their concerns directly with the board member, and we're going to have student ambassadors from each school to tell us how we can help. Just think of us as your free of charge Uber delivery to deliver whatever you need. So use us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Bacall?
I appreciate the president's comments on supporting student mental fitness. Helping our students manage stress and stay focused is very important. Our goal is always to support students' overall well-being so they can succeed in the school.
Thank you.
Well, President?
Mr. Shi? Mr. Shi?
Yes. So how do you guys like the cookies outside today? Woo! You guys did a good job. You finished it up, every single piece of it, right? All right. Enjoy it because your parents' property tax paid for it. I was mentioned a couple of times today that, about the office hours for BOE members. So I know a lot of parents who have a lot of concerns. You want to share with the Board of Ed members. You have a little bit of reservation sharing that with the administration. So we heard you clear and loud. So we will have office hours in the central office. You can come in and talk to us about anything that you think that we need to improve, or any concerns or suggestions. And also on top of that, we also have a program right now. We call it student ambassadors. These are the students. We're going to have probably a couple of students in each grade, from middle to high school, and so the students know each other in each grade. So we hope that your son and daughter will share and his or her concerns with these student ambassadors, and these student ambassadors will work with the board directly. So we will take the input, from these student ambassadors. We'll look into that and work with the administration to see what we can improve. So please stay tuned for the details. The open hours and the student ambassador program will start in February. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.
Thank you. Ms. Azzarello?
Congratulations to all the students tonight receiving awards. It's a great honor to be here, and it's my first meeting, so you're looking at a 1980 Edison High School alumni. So it's very nice to see all of you out here, and congratulations on a great achievement and receiving an award tonight through your hard work, dedication, and commitment. Also, let's thank your parents, your families, your friends, your teachers, faculty, coaches, principals, all those that are behind you as well. There's strength in numbers, and thank you all for your hard work, dedication. I wish you continued success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Azarallah. Yes, Anjana?
Congratulations, everyone. To our recognized student, let this moment be a fuel, not finish line. Use your talent not just to get ahead, but lift others up. Congratulations to all of you, and keep making us proud. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, man.
Board President, one more thing real quick.
Yep.
So I just want to share some good news with you, and Dr. already mentioned in his presentation. I don't know if you guys heard of it. Tonight, on the agenda, we're approving the air conditioning for 3 schools: JMI, JMP, and Washington. Okay? The next school is Ben Franklin. So a little bit over a year ago, we were told it's not possible. It is not only possible, it is happening at a no taxpayers tax increase. No tax increase. We're doing this. And again, stay tuned for more good news coming up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Now we'll start with the student council representative. So I'll invite Edison High School representative, Ms. Lavin, with the report.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, and our guests. My name is Levin Levin, and I'm the EHS Student Council President, and I'm honored to sit here today to give a recap of the many events and accomplishments from the month of January here at Edison High School. To begin with extracurricular activities, January has already been a busy and exciting month. Earlier this month, students participated in the Model UN conference where they demonstrated strong leadership skills, collaboration, and global awareness. And the Student Council also hosted a Lego building contest, which is a huge success, and results were our sophomores and juniors tying, making it a fun and competitive event for everyone involved. In addition, we recently held auditions for the school talent show, and we're looking forward to see those performances later this month. Looking ahead, we have Dance Day coming up on Saturday, January 24th, and the Student Council will also be hosting a trivia night on January 22nd. And to wrap up this month, the White Elephant Charity Fundraiser will also be held in our cafeteria Friday, January 30th. In terms of academic events, we recently hosted Alumni Day, which gave our upperclassmen the opportunity to hear from former EHS graduates and gain valuable insight into the college experience. We also had the Science Honor Society inductions and our second round of the Seal of Biliteracy exam, which took place in the cafeteria. Speaking of the cafeteria, today students were also pleasantly surprised by the new updates and improvements made this month. We had new colors and table changes, which added a fresh and different touch to the space. And lastly, in athletics, we have a lot to celebrate. Our wrestling team earned a major victory against Zayreville High School, making the first time Edison has defeated Zayreville in over a decade. Congratulations to wrestling athletes Fernando Avalon and Jeremy Nerone, with achieving their 100th career wins, making this the first time 2 wrestlers has earned a spot on the 100th win banner. Our cheerleaders are preparing to compete at NAC High School Nationals in Dallas, Texas, and we wish them the best of luck. Our swim team had an amazing senior night this past Friday and earned a victory against Warlow High School on their senior night. Congratulations as well to our captains, Paola Macias and Nan Cansara, on a successful season. And lastly, we would like to recognize our seniors of the month, Zainab Khan and Aprant Sahu, for their achievements and positive contributions to the Edison High School community. Overall, January has been a strong and energetic start to the new year, and good luck to all our EHS athletes competing in GMCs this Friday and Saturday, and we're looking forward for the many months ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Sharma?
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. My name is Anuja Sharma, and I'm so excited to be here representing J.P. Stevens High School. As we wrapped up December and entered January, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the energy, talent, and school spirit that filled our building before winter break. To kick off, Student Council hosted a talent show that highlighted the creativity and diversity of our student body. Students took the stage to perform in a variety of ways, including dance, singing, and piano, and ultimately a standout performance by Dean Jay Devan, who impressed the audience with his Malakam routine, took home the win. Our music department had an especially busy and exciting month. The choir and band both visited students at John Adams and Woodrow Wilson Middle School, sharing their talents and inspiring younger students by giving them a glimpse of the vibrant art culture here at J.P. Stevens. In addition, all of our music departments hosted winter concerts showcasing months of hard work, collaboration, and passion. To close out the month, December also brought our annual pep rally, where we came together as a school community to celebrate our athletic teams. The rally highlighted the dedication of our athletes and reinforced the pride we take in supporting one another across activities and seasons, with an opportunity to win Battle of the Classes points with some fun games. Looking ahead to January, J.P. Stevens has an exciting month in store. Student Council will be hosting Family Feud, bringing together the community in an interactive way and mirroring a popular game show with questions and challenges. DECA Districts marks a significant moment for our business students as they apply months of preparation, collaboration, and problem-solving skills in a competitive setting. For our athletes, January is a critical point in the season with league games and GMC competitions that reflect the dedication and teamwork built through daily practices. We're so excited to carry the momentum from December into a new year filled with opportunity and school spirit. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Tom White to recognize our students. Mr. Tom White.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tom White. I'm Supervisor of Visual and Performing Arts. I'd like to welcome all of you to our January High School Student Recognition Night. First, I'd like to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Aldarelli, and our Central Office Administration for hosting this event. I would also like to thank our principals, Mr. Ross and Dr. Kim, for attending this evening. This evening, we'll be recognizing student achievements from September through December. Tonight, we are trying something a little bit different. As your sport and club or ensemble is called, please walk to the front of the auditorium for a quick photo before returning to your seat. The photo location is going to be in that corner over there by the big screen, and we'll try to gather there as groups. So if your name is called as an individual, come down as an individual. If you're part of like a large group or ensemble like the marching band, we'll take a group photo instead of individual photos. Also, make sure that you stay to the end of the program because we'd like to do one big group photo with everyone receiving a recognition tonight. So to start us off, first I would like to introduce Mr. Charles Ross, Principal of Edison High School.
Sorry, the auditorium's so big, it took me a while to get down here. Thanks to everybody from the Board of Education, Dr. Aldarelli and his staff, of course to all the parents for giving us this opportunity to shout out not only what's great about Edison High, but what's great about Edison Township Secondary Education. Thank you, young people, for your great discussions about what's going on well in the schools. And without further ado, we're going to start calling some people down. I'm not sure where the cameras are in this setup, but we'll just keep going through. I'll do my best. When your name gets called, we'll have a little pause. We'll bring you up if you're here. Again, Edison High never closes, so I've got a lot of people that are involved in winter sports. I've got a lot of people studying for exams. I've got a lot of people working. One of our people is at their first job working for Edison Pizza. Normally I shout out Luciato, but some of our people are out there doing those types of ththings, so they may not all be here. Starting it off with this year, we were pleased to have 4 National Merit semifinalists. We have Annalise Dantes, Ritvik Banerjee, Elena Shinde, and Ishan Kunwar. And we also have she was already shouted out today, but it never hurts to remind people, creating a portrait of the graduate poster for Edison, Miss Selena Luong. For our CJMEA Region Symphonic Band and Philharmonic Orchestra, we have Parth Shah, Sophia Wu, and Irene Cho. And Irene Cho was also in the Region Orchestra as well. Getting to our fall sports, while we did not always get all the results we wanted on the fields, we knew that we demonstrated our character and we demonstrated our heart in all of the things that we do. He also got a big award, and I was there to watch him on the field at Giant Stadium this year. Our USA Football Heart of a Giant, the finalist, was Victor Flores. Football first team all division for the National Silver Division were Gavin Boslett, Sean Garland, and Logan Ulozis. All right, I see some of the red and gold in this audience for this group, so please come on down. For girls soccer, the all-white division certificate, Kimberly Ochoa Perez, Emily Pregnolato, Samantha Stryker, and Kate Wade. That's under the direction of Coach Morelli. Under the direction of Coach Rubin, I know he's here in the building, our all-white division striker, Emmanuel Costas.
Right behind you.
For girls tennis, all-red division, Nandini Chandra. Going to Skidmore, by the way. Girls volleyball, all-white division, Aini Sayed and Yashira Ortiz. Boys cross country, all-white division, Abraham Johnson, Aaron Johnson, Bryce Hickerson, Joaquin Sanchez, and Nico Schneider. Also, the white division champs this year for one of the first times in almost 50 years. We've gotten some type of recognition for cross country. We had Abraham Johnson, Aaron Johnson, Bryce, Eddie Schneider, Joaquin Sanchez, Nico Schneider, and Venkata Nagakartik Kalu. So give it up for that white division championship. For the girls cross country all white division, she was also a National Merit semifinalist, Annalisa Dantes and Anna Wang. For the FCCLA Fall Leadership Conference, you know, we like what's red and we also like what's gold. The gold award winners were, first place gold was Ishan Javari, Kaven Malavia, Yashavi Kompella, Aryan Anada, Nimit Patel, Pratul Hariharan Palpandi. Also first place gold for child development, Rishita Jambula, Rithika Guneskakaran. And first place gold for membership manners, Hasini Vumaji and Shreya Putel. Thank you all very much for coming out tonight and appreciate again the opportunity to recognize what's great about Edison High.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Faye Kim. I'm the principal of John P. Stevens High School, and I'm very proud to recognize the following students. So we're going to start first with our National Merit semifinalists. Kriti Argwal, Pranav Balerao, Chitra Donataneni, Gia Fletcher, V. Pranav Jan Amareddy, Ayush Juthani, Om Lad, Cindy Lay, Arav Mago, Sarah Nahar, Druhi Patel, Shriya Padki, Riti Raut, Abhinav Senthil Kumar, Abha Tambe, Pratyas Udupa, Sanya Vaish, Pranav Velumapali, and Berke Yilmaz. Also recognizing our Regeneron Science Talent Search Scholars for 2026, Ashkat Santana Galapan and Berke Yilmaz. Moving on to our music ensembles, I'd like to recognize our ninth graders in the grade 6 through 9 gospel choir, Rishab Girish, Risheseth Mane, Vaya Sinha. Grade 9 through 12 SAB choir, Anushka Bala and Dhruv Mirchandani. Grade 9 through 12 a cappella contemporary fusion, Krithika Vedula, Sanvi Shah, Sharia Bansal, and Trisha Hulikari. Now recognizing the CJMEA regional choirs. First with treble choir, Ambika Kumar, Anika Sawant, Ananya Madhihara, Anushka Bala, Rithika Vedula, Rachel Lopez, Sanvi Chukakar, Shriya Deshna, Swara Joshi, Tanishi Ashsana, Trisha Hulikari, and Vrinda Krishnan. In our mixed choir, Akshana Sharma, Arit Malhotra, Akira Kilson, Aryan Tusakani, Arushi Venkataraganan, Dhruv Mirchandani, Amani Kandikar, Manat Anand, Marcy Dangerville, Merup Kaur, Nikul Malu, Rishab Girish, Rishitheth Mane, Sai Alahari, Sharia Bansal, Shriman Arji, Swara Jadav, Varsha Rajev, Vedika Srinivasan, Victor Oganami, and Vaya Sinha. Moving on to CJMEA Regional Orchestra, we have Ahana Shah, Aditya Reddy, Ansh Seth, Catherine Wu, Jacqueline B., Joel Onati, Leilani Gupal, Neil Bosali, Neha Thota, Pranav Murthy, Prithvi Manoj, Shlok Kumar, and Yashwant Balagurusamy. And we are now recognizing the entire marching band, our Marching Hawks, Group 4A, state champions. I'm not going to read every name, just going to say the entire marching band. Congratulations to that entire band. And if you're here, come on down for a picture. Come on down. Do we want to come? Come down?
Come on.
I don't have names.
Have the marching band come down.
Can the marching band please come down to the pit area for
All the members.
a picture? Just the marching band members.
Guys.
We're going to try to take a picture.
Come on, don't be shy.
They have an excellent marching band. Yeah. We were at the competition down there, right? Yeah. The rain.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I got a close up of Obama. Where is Obama?
Some don't. Like these little guys here look like probably freshmen.
Look at that. To get some on.
Yeah, some of them, you want to sit on the stage? You can sit on the stage. Sit, yes, there you go. There you go.
Tuck the TV over.
The last row, just sit on the stage.
Back the TV.
Yeah.
You guys go up on the stage. Hi, Mahi.
Coach is so upset I left early. Was shortened today, and I still had to leave early. And then I could only leave by 6:30, so I left at 6:45 to go. Should we go to the stage?
Okay. Go this way. Come on, let's go.
Picture here. Okay. Better picture here. Let's go. Go with the team. You really think they got all those people in that one shot? I got it.
All right, so as you're taking your seat, we actually still have another section of band students. We have all the students who made region band. So when I call your name out, you can come back down for your photo. So we're going to start with Sai Burra for flute, Devon Shah for flute, Vareen Bapat for oboe, Yuvan Amala, clarinet, Sejin Kim, clarinet, Neil Garg, clarinet, Rishi Balaji, clarinet, Thomas Wang, clarinet, Akshath Nagaraju, alto clarinet, Eileen Liu, alto clarinet, Sahil Kulkarni, bass clarinet, Dev Zaveri, bass clarinet, Tahsin Afroz, bass clarinet, Anudeep Gagan Varapu, bass clarinet, Jonathan Jiang, alto sax, Sarthak Kumar, tenor sax, Anirudh Sankara, tenor sax, Arav Kumar, French horn, Johan Christian, French horn, Aiden Chow, French horn, Virav Mehandru, French horn, Pranav Balero, trumpet, Pranav Velumapalli, trombone, Avinash Rajakal, trombone, Tanesha, trombone, Raghuvir Balaji, trombone,
Eddie,
Varshit
sit on the stage.
Chakulam, bass trombone, Vibhat Puchalapalli, euphonium, Shrey Sawal, tuba, Ashin Nadpura, tuba, Neo Konjenbam, tuba, Manav Chitareddy, tuba, Avishi Kanchan, percussion, Tirth Shah, percussion, Aryan Ray, percussion, Krishna Babu, percussion, Suthesh Paluvoy, percussion, Adwait Kulkarni, percussion, Rahul Bada Kumar, Kamkar, percussion, Ahan Sedapali, percussion, Shlak Barude, percussion, Agriya Ganesh, percussion, Mehak Preet Kaur mallets, Chris Yang mallets, and Brinmeet Soin timpani. All right, we're going to now move over to the athletics, and we're going to start with football. All division first team, Jesse Palmer, Joshua Collins, and Zamar Rayford. We have girls volleyball, all red division, Amy Hahn, Gladys Diaz de la Rosa. Boys soccer, all conference, all division, Josh Shaw. Boys soccer, all division, Nathan Sekhar, Ridham Chaudhuri. Girls soccer, all white division, Neha Thota. Girls soccer, all white division, all conference, Jaslyn Chen. Girls soccer, all conference, Shinjini Chandra. Girls cross country, all division, Arya Sinha, Sara Nahar, Sanvi Shah, Sia Gupta, Tanvi Anamaraju. Boys cross country, all division, Neil Bosali, Vansh Singh. Boys cross country, all division, all conference, Advait Jaya Das. All right, and our last category is FCCLA Fall Leadership Conference. Earning first place gold, Abs in Education with a perfect score, Janavi Singh, Lakshana Sray via Sara Manujam, Sai Rishita Kona. First place gold, Say Yes to FCS, perfect score, Kayla Bonnet, Kira Grewell. First place gold, Web Connect, perfect score, Ananya Raja and Ruthva Saravanan. First place gold, Circle Time, Anvita Singhal, Manasvi Ambawali, and Ria Rana. First place gold, Community Counts, Dhruti Patel, Jenna Trotman, and Sanya Talwar. First place gold, Consumer Cloud, Arya Jha. First place gold, Cultural Food Fusion, Raj Ganesh Srinivasan and Virendra Ratula. First place gold, FCCLA Chapter Spotlight, Chaitanya Palasumrudam and Gia Kohli. First place gold, Illustrated Talk, Issues that Impact Food and Nutrition, Krisha Patel, Meha Shah. First place gold, Illustrated Talk, Personal Family Finance, Ipshita Pathanya, Monvita Adapala, and Prithvi Manoj. Second place gold, T-shirt expressions, Isha Patel, Gia Ashar, Sai Lasya Komenini. Second place gold, Apps in Education, Aparna Nair and Hasini Yedlapali. Second place gold, Illustrated Talk, Personal Family Finance, Aman Khan, Kiranjot Singh, and Pranav Tokar. Second place gold, Membership Matters, Emma Dessa, and Mara Rajput. Second place gold, What's the Buzz? Nandini Arora, Saisha Joshi, and Siani Deb. Third place gold, Battle of the Budget, Advia Bade and Krushi Matani. Third place gold, Caregiver Carryall, Shazia Panjwani. Third place gold, Financing Your Future, Anshuman Sharma and Shriti Garg. Second place silver, Food Fascination, Aden Liu, Prisha Manmubadar, and Vivana Satyani. First place silver, Food Fascination, Akshaya Santhoth Kumar. And our last category, third place silver, Illustrated Talk, Issues that Impact Child Development and Education, Krisha Shah. I want to congratulate all our students being recognized this evening. Thank you so much. And now, Mr. White.
How about one more big round of applause for all of our honorees? Now, any additional group photos will take place in the front lobby after our ceremony. This officially concludes our recognition night ceremony. Congratulations to all of our students being recognized this evening. I would like to return the meeting to our Board of Education President, Mr. Vishal Patel, to begin tonight's business. Thank you and have a great night. Drive home safely.
Okay, we'll reconvene the meeting. Review of the agenda item, Dr. Alrali.
Great, thank you so much, Board President Patel. As with practice, we will review the items on the agenda, as this is a combined caucus and action meeting. As you can see, we have our personnel agenda in relationship to the appointments, resignations, change of status, leaves of absence, as well as district-wide programs. As we move along, we have a motion for School Board Recognition Month. The very talented volunteers that sit alongside of me. The words on this page don't capture the amount of effort that you put in each and every single day to your responsibilities as Board of Education members. I thank you so much. I know I speak on behalf of all of the administrative team, central office, and teachers in thanking you for the work that you do each and every single day. Resolution attached for your reference as well, and I believe you have certificates at your desk as well.
Thank you.
We have our student recognition, which is attachment as well for the students that are being acknowledged tonight. We have the approval of the December 25th HIB report, as well as to affirm the findings of the appeal, as well as presented. We have our settlement agreement for the Edison Township Board of Education as well. Under curriculum instruction, we have a few courses here that we are looking to expand for our programs, elective courses, programs that are associated with our academies as well as our monthly professional development for the staff here in Edison Township. Last but not least, we have our special pupil services section, our out-of-district placement students, as well as academy tuition for our students at the Edison Success. That concludes my report. Thank you very much. I will now turn it over to my colleague, Mr. Toth.
Thank you, Dr. Aldarelli. First up on my section is our standard financial reports, followed by our contracts, of which there are none this month. We have a pretty lean agenda. Next up, under procurement, we received bids for the HVAC project for Washington, JMP, and JMI schools, which we're going to be awarding this evening. This is pretty exciting. These are 3 buildings that we are going to fully air conditioning with the plan of moving on beyond that to other buildings. Item 4 is pre-K. We're going to be approving contracts for our private providers for our FY26 pre-K program, followed by a change order that we have on the John Marshall project for some electric, fire alarm, and structural steel work. And then we move along to our transportation report, for which we have no routes to approve at this time. Thanks very much, Doc.
Thank you. Public comments for resolution only.
Seeing none, I close the public portion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve personal report. Anyone?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Toth.
Mr. Azarello.
Yes.
Mr. Errico.
Yes.
Mr. Patel.
Yes.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Mr. Shi.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
President Patel.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Motion to approve your administration, curriculum and instruction and pupil special services.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Azarello.
Yes.
Mr. Errico.
Yes.
Mr. Ronak Patel.
Yes.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Mr. Shi.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
President Patel.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion to approve finances.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Azarello.
Yes.
Mr. Errico.
Yes.
Mr. Ronak Patel.
Yes.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Mr. Shi.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
Mr. Vishal Patel.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Now we have committee reports for Curriculum and Technology Committee. Ms. Pang.
Okay. I thought it's more. Okay, so the curriculum committee was formed on January 9th, and within 2 businesses, we had our first meeting, so we really didn't waste any time. As chair of the committee, I'm really happy to report that all of the initiatives introduced last year are being developed by our administration. So in elementary school, Wonder Wednesday has been launched in all grades, all schools. Our teachers have been using AI tools to design engaging, hands-on projects that often extends learning beyond the classroom. These projects have sparked creativity, curiosity, and teamwork among students. And from the videos and photos that's shared with our committee, it's clear that our students are having a great deal of fun while learning. And to me, that's success in education, to make our students love learning. Now, for our secondary schools, you ready for the exciting news? We are adding 14 new courses. At the middle school level, we are introducing new guitar lessons. At the high school level, students are seeing new offerings in music, dance, and digital media photography. We're also introducing new social study courses called Power, Identity, and Society. In the technology and career focus area, we are adding courses in aviation engineering, finance and awareness, business principles, and robotics 3 at 2 high schools. I would also like to highlight the success of our 2 academies launched last year, Biomedical and Computer Science Academy. More than 600 8th grade students applied, meaning nearly half of our all eligible students are taking advantage of these opportunities. This strong level of interest really is another example of the board listening to and addressing the needs of our students. The Biomedical Academy will add a new human body system course for 10th graders. And for Computer Science Academy, we're adding 3 new courses: Web Development and Design, AP Cybersecurity, and AP Networking. And finally, as promised last year, we are launching the new Business Academy this year. And to support that, we're adding a new course, AP Business and Finance. All the courses, additions, and updates have been incorporated into the 26-27 program studies. And for those who are concerned about the placement criteria, good news is that they remain unchanged. So the entrance criteria for all courses and academies for 26-27 years are the same as last year. No surprise for students and parents. Another hot topic discussed is to continue exploring the use of AI across all subject areas. Focus on how AI can enhance teaching and learning by making instruction more engaging, dynamic, and efficient. As a computer science major myself, I see AI as the next major wave in education, and we cannot afford to miss. So I'm really proud to say that our district is in the leading position in this area across all New Jersey school districts. Last but not least, we remain focused on work-based learning, in other words, jobs. So today's job market is really tough, and it will be more challenging with the growth of AI. We need to give our students a head start through the real-world experience while they're still in school. So since last year, the committee has worked with our administration and identified 40-plus internships for our students, both paid and unpaid. And we are determined to expand that work by partnering with vendors, business companies, and anyone. And this is where I wanted to call out for support. So if you are a local business owner, or have connections with companies, colleges, or any organizations interested in hosting or mentoring our talented students, please reach out to the board or to our administration. This is truly going to be a win-win situation for our students, our schools, and our communities. I know this meeting minutes is really long, but I'm truly excited to share all the developments in our schools, and I feel like I shouldn't leave anything out. In closing, I want to thank all our administrators and supervisors for attending the meeting, giving us great presentations, and addressing our questions. I would also like to thank board member Vishal Patel and Ronak Patel for their participation and collaboration. This was a truly very productive meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pang. Public comments?
Sorry it took so long to get up here, fighting through the big crowd that's here.
No worries.
Matt Revnak, ETA President. First of all, I'd like to commend the board. I know it's National Board Recognition Month. So thank you for all you do. For that big $0 paycheck, I know was mentioned before, and I've said it a number of times up here. The time and commitment, we don't always see eye to eye with everything, but I do believe we do have an overall good working relationship, and no one can ever question the time and commitment that people make volunteering. So thank you for what you do. I also want to do 2 recognitions coming up. School Counselor Week is February 2nd to February 6th. So thank you to our school counselors, especially in the current day when obviously the big topics are SEL, and all our counselors become more and more important in our students' lives. And on February 15th is School Resource Officer Day. So thank you to our people that, again, help keep us safe. I also want to just mention 2 things. As you know, first time in 8 years today, we have a new governor. So I'm sure she's home since she has nothing better to do than watching the Edison Board of Education meeting. So I just want to, again, wish Governor Sherrill good luck. Hopefully lead us in the right direction, make sure we get our school funding, and continue to do good things for education. And finally, and it's actually ends up every year this way, we have our ETA volleyball tournament for 3 Edison charities. Unfortunately, as always, it's on a board caucus meeting. So I will invite the board and all. Many of you have stopped by before the meeting. It's right here at J.P. Stevens. The event starts at 6 o'clock. You can come over, say hello, etc., like usual. And then, unfortunately, you have to head out for the caucus meeting. I was actually hoping to get the board and maybe the administration getting a team together, but unfortunately with the conflict, that's not a possibility. February 19th, and snow date in case it does snow is February 26th. And that's here at J.P. Stevens. Thanks, have a great night.
Thank you.
Well, President.
So Matt, I think your wish is gonna come true. We are gonna form a team and participate. I was just talking to Dr. Aldarelli. We'll move our board meeting, so we are gonna have district and board team that will participate in the ETA's volleyball tournament.
Awesome. Just let me know for sure. Text me the names, and also this way we'll get you on the
Will do.
your roster together and put you as part of it. That's
Will
great
do.
to hear.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That's a championship team.
Anyone else? Yes, please, Mr. Ross.
Good evening, Mr. Ross, Principal, Edison High School. Thank you again for having us up. Of course, before I get into what's great about Edison High, things be remiss if I didn't mention the reason we were all off yesterday, the holiday celebrating the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. What we always talk about at Edison High, and we talked about some of the empowered things. Dr. King was always about action, always about love, and what he called that thing was agape love. And I know a lot of people watch this at home. Maybe if we took like maybe 5 minutes, put a timer on our phone and went and watched, instead of scrolling through our Facebook feeds, seeing what the class of 1985 was doing, we could sit there and watch about 5-10 minutes of some of the speeches of Dr. King and be inspired by him and his love. One of the quotes that always stuck with me was, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." Dr. King said, "I decided to stick with love because hate is too great a burden to bear." Just as we do all of these things, recognize that as we help students, we're being of service to other. He also said, if anybody can be great because everybody can serve. So I appreciate all of your service and the service of our staff. Now to get into some of the what's great stuff. First off, I want to shout out some of the service was our custodians and grounds under Mr. Scott Murphy and Mr. Arnold Palmer. I mean, not Mr. Arnold Palmer, Mr. Will Colbus, for getting the schools ready and open for us today, even though it was freezing cold. You know, the parking lots were clear, the sidewalks were clear, the kids were able to get there and get in. So thanks to those custodians and grounds people that got up extra early, worked over the weekend, and made that happen. Thanks to the construction workers that's still going on the softball field. Even with the cold, they're still working and keeping those projects moving on both the softball field and the orchestra room. Also want to shout out, we've got a choir bingo night on February 7th, and March 6th is the single best tricky tray in Edison. That's for our fantastic marching band. One of our students was the one who's helping to set that up while he couldn't come out tonight, and he's also the one working his job. Again, I appreciate everybody's time, and I hope everybody takes some minutes to contemplate some of the great works of Dr. King. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I see
Motion
none.
to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, I missed the one curriculum committee report. The meeting just happened today, so I'm going to have Mr. Shi give the committee report for the community engagement committee.
Thank you. So this afternoon, right before the BOE meeting, we had a community relations / parent advisory committee meeting in the library at 4:30. In attendance is myself, Anjana Patel, Shannon Penn, and Jeannie White. From the administration side, we have Dr. O'Reilly and Heather Daniel. The committee met to discuss district engagement initiatives aligned with the committee's 2026 vision. During the meeting, the committee discussed efforts to strengthen communications with all members of the community through additional coordinated digital outreach and periodic district-wide print mailers. These initiatives are intended to reinforce the value of public education and ensure clear, consistent, and accessible communication in multiple platforms to all Edison Township residents. Mrs. Daniel will also provide the committee with a metrics report of current engagement rates and trends. The committee also initiated plans to introduce Board of Education office hours as a new opportunity for community engagement. Dates and details will be forthcoming with the first session anticipated in February. Office hours will be offered once a month during both lunch and evening hours. Community members are welcome and encouraged to meet in person with 2 BOE members per session, with sessions structured to promote informal conversation and accessibility. Additionally, the committee is initiating a new student board relation ad hoc committee to further elevate student voice and engagement. Applications for participation will be released early next week, and students selected to serve will receive service hours in recognition of their involvement. Thank you. That's my report.
Thank you. Board member comments? Anyone? Nobody?
Rachel,
Yep.
I'd just like to add my thank you to the guys in grounds and maintenance for doing that. Such a great job. They work so hard, and they make everything so easy to get to, and especially this storm was terrible. You know, you cleaned up, and then bingo, it was back again. Good job, guys.
Thank you. Well, I think I want to give kudos to all the board members for signing up for additional volunteer time for open office hours. It's not something, anybody has to do, but every single board member, signed up to give additional time to be present at the open office hours. So thank you for that. And with that, motion to adjourn.
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned.